Hi. So it is the last day in Vegas and it's Saturday. So I got up this morning really super early. It was like 5:30 to get myself over to MGM to meet near the fountains for the Parade of Champions breakfast, which was incredible. So they took us up to the most expensive suite at the MGM, which they'd hired out, and gave us a breakfast, champagne. Stian was there. There was each person from the home office in each market representing each country. So we had Kelly Lloyd there representing the UK, someone from Australia, someone from Canada, and someone from the USA. Not Poland, because they're joined with England at the moment, the UK at the moment, in terms of home office. And Kelly even said, like, we're so proud of you representing the UK. The highest that anyone's ever achieved from the UK in the Parade of Champions, which is obviously such an honour. It's just been amazing. Oh no, this was for later. Okay, I'll carry on. Then we went down for our morning session, where we watched the USA, who have got top sponsoring, top organisational growth, top international sponsoring, and all of those amazing achievements. We watched them go through, and they don't include the other markets in that because GTC is the American annual conference. In the UK, we have our own, and Canada has their own, and Australia has their own. And then we all link into GTC, which is actually the Americans' one. So that's why they just have the American achievements, and then the other countries do theirs. So that was really great watching that. We had a keynote speaker, Guy. Oh gosh, I'm really going to struggle to say his surname. Guy Kowalska. I wonder if I've got a book of his somewhere that I was given. Anyway. He did an amazing keynote speech. It was amazing. So he worked with Steve Jobs on Apple, and he's just like a absolute extraordinaire. He is involved with like massive movements, and he's just amazing, absolutely amazing, man. And he gave us 10 points to get my notes. 10 points to help us progress with our business. So number one is achieve likability. This is enchant people. Always have your default on yes. So always say yes to things. Don't go for no, go for yes. Number two, achieve trustworthiness. So if people like you, that's fantastic, but you need to build trustworthiness as well. He said, trust people before you expect them to trust you. Be a baker, not an eater. So that's where he said there was like two types of people. Somebody that will look at the pie and say, oh, when I eat that, that's going to be all the pie gone. Or if somebody else eats that, that's all the pie gone. But if you're a baker, you look at it and think, if somebody eats that, that's okay, I can bake another one. So it's be a baker, not an eater. If he said, find common ground with people so you can agree on something. Number three, achieve excellence. So he said, be deep with your excellence. And he had an example actually of some flip-flops, which obviously serve as a purpose to protect our feet. And on the bottom, if you take your flip-flop off, there was actually a beer can opener at the bottom. So he said, that's deep excellence. And he said, achieve that within yourself, within your brand. He said about our product. What is it about our products or our business that makes you feel better about yourself? That's deep excellence. Rather than just say, our products are great, they're vegan, they've got no nasties, yada. Tell the story about why they're so great, what this business does. Number four, launch. Tell a good story. He said, don't just go through how this business works, like on a monotone. Tell a good story about what it's done for you, why it's done that, what you've seen it do for other people. Number five, overcome resistance. So provide social proof. Everybody likes social proof. Use a data set, so like graphs to prove things, and enchant all of the influencers. Number six, endure. So build an ecosystem. So that's like us having our community. We've got our ecosystem, we've got our culture, our community. He recommended a book called Psychology, Influence of Persuasion by Robert B. something. Might have to come back to you on that one. And when you do a favour for somebody or somebody does a favour for you, say, I know you'll do the same for me. Let people know how to pay you back. People want to pay you back, so let them know. Number 7, present, so customize, sell your dream, and he talked about having no more than 10 points on a PowerPoint. Number 8, use technology and provide value, information, insight, assistance, and that's it. Number 10, enchant down, so enchant other people as well. And there's a book called Drive by Daniel something. Gosh, my notes are absolutely horrendous. Anyway, so that was really great. And then we saw Amy Sky speak, or she sang a song actually, and it was just amazing. Then after that, I went for a new regional vice president lunch, which was lovely. And I had the vegan option on that, and that was really nice. And then we were gifted with this, which I'll show you. Mercedes-Benz keyring. Very, very nice, I know. And Stian sat on our table with Petta's wife, or Stian's mother. And then we went back for more training. Oh God, the training was just amazing. It was absolutely amazing. I want to go through all of my notes with you, but I'm tired and there's just that much. But one big thing I need you to know is on April the 20th, 2017, that's when GTC kicks off next year. So make sure that you've got that all booked off, book your flights, book your accommodation. I highly recommend either staying in, we've stayed in Excalibur this year, which is right next to the MGM, which is where it all happens, or stay in the MGM where it all happens, which the pro to that is that you're staying where it all happens. The downside is the lifts are chocker. Or you can stay the Signature, which is a more expensive range hotel, and that's where the Arbonne pay for you as an MVP to stay, and it's just a walkway from the MGM outside, but that's good to stay there. Or there's the Tropicana or New York, so there's quite a few that are really, really, really close, which is great. So anyway, then we had our training, and then we've come back, got changed, and gone to the white party. So that's where I've just been. So if you're a chief area manager before GTC and it's your first time attending as an area manager, you're exclusively invited to the white party, which is a pool party where you're asked to dress white to represent our brand, and you get fed, you get champagne, you get drinks, you get it looked after. It's amazing. And then the year after, as long as you promote to a regional vice president, then you get invited again, and then you're always invited as a region onwards. If you return as an area again for the second year, you don't get invited. You have to promote to a region. That was amazing. We just spoke to so many people, rubbed shoulders with the most inspirational, fantastic people. I've just absolutely loved this whole, I've loved the whole journey, and I've loved these past few days. I'm so exhausted. My diary has been non-stop, literally non-stop. So much so I speak to my daughters every single day without fail, and the past couple of days I haven't even had a chance to speak to them, and that says a lot about how busy and how constant it's been here, because they are my top priority. And I wouldn't want to have anything else in the way of not speaking to them. So it just shows that it's literally been, oh, quick, get over to MGM, breakfast, then it's training, and then it's the lunch, and then it's training, and then it's get back, change, white party, and then it's back. And then by the time I get back to the hotel, they're asleep. So obviously with the time difference in the UK. So it's just been amazing. And I just want to thank everybody that's been so kind to come up to me in Vegas and say thank you for your videos, and especially the people that have come up to me and said it's because of you explaining things, it's because of this, or people that have told me what it is that I've either wrote on Facebook or what video I've recorded that's really helped them in some way. That is why I do Arbonne. I do Arbonne for lots of reasons, but that is one of the big reasons. And I just had a girl come up to me, an amazing girl, and she just said, I just want to say thank you. And I was like, oh, what for? And she said, because you really looked after me. She goes, I just promoted, I didn't know anybody, and she really looked after me, and you made sure that I knew where I was going, what I was doing. And she said, when there was a team photo, you came to find me to make sure that I was in it. And I just was like, this is why I do Arbonne. This is why I do Arbonne, because I want to help people. I've always wanted to help people. I've always had a desire to help people. But before this, I didn't have any way to help people. I volunteered and trained to be a breastfeeding peer support worker, and that was my way of giving back. I got to help women that wanted to have support with feeding their baby, and that that helped me find some sort of fulfillment in being me, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. Whereas now Arbonne, I still do that as well, but Arbonne fulfills me from the bottom of my toes to the top of my hair on my head. Someone said today, and it really resonated with me, I am a better person when I'm with Arbonne. And that is so true for me. When I am with Arbonne, I am a better person. I'd like to say, I'd like to think, I'd like to hope that I am kind. I always come from a good heart, always. Sometimes I make really, really silly mistakes, lots of silly mistakes, but it always comes from a good heart, always comes from a good place. They said today, lots of things not to do. They said don't post your paychecks on your social media, on your team pages. And that is something I have done in the past, and it's something that I won't be doing again, because I've learned from that. But when I did that, I didn't do that from a bad place. I did that from a good place. I wanted people to see that when I say that I earn money in this business, here's the proof that I earn this money. I am like an open book. I'm very, very open and very honest. But then I was like, okay, let's not do that. And there's been lots of other things that I've done in this business that I wouldn't do again, and I've learned from that. But that doesn't make me a bad person. It just means that I've made lots of mistakes and I've failed forward and I've got better. And I truly believe that without the mistakes that I've made in this business, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. And I'm very grateful for the mistakes that I have made, because if I hadn't have made all the mistakes, I wouldn't have moved forward. I would have just been standing still thinking, how am I going to do this? What am I going to do? At least with all those mistakes, I've learned from them and I've moved forward, and I've constantly been moving forward in my business. I've never stood still. And that is thanks to just feeling that fear, failing forwards and just getting on with it. But yeah, it's always been from kindness. And I hope that people that know me or get to know me or know me in the future know that all I want is to help anybody in any way, shape or form. I want to give hugs, I want to help, I want to just be known for being nice, being kind, being considerate, being careful, being a good mom, a good wife, a good friend, for being somebody that's not afraid to fall over and get back up, someone that's not afraid to be embarrassed, someone that is very, very down to earth and genuine and authentic and real and honest. And I hope that those are traits that people do know me as. I really hope that they do. And I'm grateful for all the people that have said such lovely things to me this weekend in Vegas. It's been amazing. It's been constant. People constantly telling me about certain things that I've said or posted that resonated with them and what that did to them and what that did to their business. And it humbles me massively that me and my little laptop and good old YouTube have helped people. We've made some sort of a difference. And I'm very, very, very grateful for that, for the choices that I've made and for the people that watch me and have come and told me. I'd never get bored of hearing it. I hope that people never feel like they can't come up to me and tell me that what I've done that's helped them. I hope that people never see me as being somebody that they can't come up to, unapproachable, not friendly. I hope that that's never the case. I hope people always know that I am friendly and they can come up and we can have a hug and a photo and they can tell me their story. I want to hear people's stories. I love hearing people's stories. There's nothing I love more than people coming up to me and saying who they are. And 9 times out of 10, once they've said their name, I know who they are anyway. But sometimes when you see people's faces, it's a bit like, oh, I'm not too sure. And then they say their name and you're like, oh yeah, because that's how I remember names from Facebook. And then they tell me their stories and it just touches me, like really touches me. And I can't get enough of that. I really can't. So better wrap up because I've been talking for a long time now. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm ready to go to sleep tonight and I'm ready for my plane back tomorrow and see my 2 amazing little girls. I cannot wait to see Farah and Ivana, my 2 incredible little people in my life that make me the person that I am, and they are the reason that I started this business and continue to grow this business. So I can't wait to see them. So goodbye for now, everybody, and I look forward to catching up with you all soon.